his towel shifted and his manhood was there. He stretched out and dragged my hand. As he dragged my hand, he placed my hand on his manhood. So, and he was using my hand to massage. I was doing my job, and I usually don't go to his office. I only saw him 2 times within 2 weeks. Maybe to greet him and just go. Then one day we were preparing for service. It was a Tuesday service. And somebody just came to the studio. Sabisola, you are called. And in the synagogue, even if you are in the toilet and TB Joshua call you, you hang it there. Some people go to his presence even without being washed. So then I quickly drop all the camera, battery, tripod, everything. I just drop it. Then I saw that I was not ushered into his office. I was ushered somewhere else. I know his office, but I was taken to another place. So when the guy asked me to wait at the door, he went in, then came back. He said I should go in. So I went in. So I saw him standing. He said, "Oh, how are you coping with us?" I said, "I'm coping, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you." So he said, he apologized that we are not eating meat and fish. At that time, they don't eat meat and fish. That if I need to eat anything extra, I should come to him. That he believed in me. That God told him that I'm reliable. So that's why he puts me in the studio. If anybody mess around in the studio, I should come and report to him, and I should just be. That's how he touched me. I said, okay. So I thought maybe, I'm just getting, into the system. So I went back to the studio. He gave me 500 naira that if I need to eat, if the food that they are giving us in the compound is not enough, I can go to the canteen, general canteen. So we usually collect 20 naira for feeding allowance. And in the evening, they will cook general food for everyone. So then I went back to the studio, elated. So after like 10 or 15 minutes, another call. So I quickly rushed. When I got there, I saw that there was no light in the room. I thought maybe in between the time I left the studio and to his room, NEPA, struck. So, but there was a candlelight. And he was sitting on a kind of couch. He was tying a white towel.
The same place they ushered you to, or his office this time?
No. The same place. So he was having this white towel around his waist. So I thought maybe he was preparing for service. You understand? Maybe he wants to go to the shower or he's just coming out. But, I couldn't enter properly. I was just at the door because I saw something. That's what made me to stand at the door. And I knelt down at the door. Then he said I should come. Because of what I saw, his towel shifted and his manhood was there. So I bent my face down because I thought maybe...
So that you won't see the man of God.
No. Maybe I thought maybe it was unintentional so that I would not embarrass him. So I just knelt down by the door and, put my... He said I should come, that, that I should not be afraid of him. That when I was outside, I should just come, that he trusts me, that he will be father to me. So as I was just saying, yes, sir, he stretched out and dragged my hand. So why I knew it was intentional was that as he dragged my hand, he placed my hand on his, on his...
The man of God.
Not on the man of God.
I understand.
On his manhood. So, and he was using my hand to massage. So I stiffened. You
held tightly to
the
man of God.
No, I didn't hold on to him. It's like, somebody hold you and drag you, but you were
resisting it.
Yeah, okay. You were reluctant. Because number one, I was thinking that this is not that I was a saint then, but I was thinking that this holy ground, if I do this, what about those people waiting outside for miracle? I believe that this is a sin. If this happened, he may not be able to. That's my own mentality. So, meaning that unbeliever is even better than, quote, believer. But after some time, say, okay, I should go. We should go to the service. We stay in dormitory. So I was in the room. It's normal. They would just be calling people one by one. Even in the midnight, they'll come and call people. Baba want to see you. Papa want to see you. So I was called. Then I went. And it's like the moment I enter his room, he just, hug. You, well done. I know you can do it. And that well done became, they put his manhood in my hand and asked me to suck it. Again. And I did it. That continued. Then I realized that before TB Joshua go into service, he must call one girl, two girls, and have sex with them. Even without taking his shower, from there, he would just go into the service. I don't know why he's doing that. And immediately he come back, girls he will call them. Even some are willing. Say, Baba is calling me, they are happy. I see that he tried to unite few girls together. And he told us that you are sisters, And these girls, I will mention their name, Elizabeth, Rose. This Rose and Elizabeth, they are siblings. He doesn't care. Even mother and child, he do them. So, and Kemi Adelokiki and Bosse Adelokiki. Bosse is on the choir. You see them singing, they are just pretending. So, and another person, Bolaji, and Sheun Abiola. He gather us in the room. He will be naked. He will be having sex with one. Other people, they will be drawing his leg, rubbing massaging him. So these are the things we do there. These are the things I participated. Anytime they bring maybe cripple, that is when the trouble comes. So one day, Pastor Neil Labaskokney from South Africa brought some sick people, and 2 cripple was among. And when they came, he was not happy with me because I'm their coordinator. We exchange correspondence before they come. They tell me the people that they are coming with. So, and when they came at the airport, the protocol officers has already called him that there are 2 cripple among them. He called me into the office. As I was just entering the office, it was dirty slap he gave me. So why do you ask them to come with cripple? I said, I don't know. I've already, told them that it's people that are coming for spiritual empowerment, not cripple or, you understand? So that day, I was unhappy. And I said, I want to go home. He was not happy. He said, you said that to me? I said, I want to go home. I just stand, I want to go home. So he used his finger to mark the floor that if I have 2 heads, I should pass and go. Because I was not happy. I just, went. At that time, 3 days, I was just roaming around Lagos. I don't know where I was going. Until I returned back there. So when I returned back there, and I said, you are threatening me, you want to go? Okay, go and give confession. Until you give confession, you will not come back. Because I was not even myself. So, what is confession? Okay, I was stubborn, I was this, I was that. Okay, go back to work. That was the confession he's now using to manipulate people and to make people to believe that after I left 2008, I never returned. I've said it before, and I'm saying it again. After I left the synagogue, February 8th, my 2nd birthday, 2008, I never returned back to the synagogue. Many miracles are arranged. I was part of it. The moment you step your feet in the synagogue, you are initiated. Because
in the synagogue, a lot of things were buried in the ground. Are we talking about spear? Are we talking about axe? Axe that they are put inside the fire that is burning red, whatever that means to him. You know, a lot of things were buried under the ground in the synagogue. So anybody who is delivered there needs to give their life genuinely to Jesus Christ, because I can count uncountable names who left synagogue and they die. Even if you go to the mountain, they call a place mountain, and when you go there, you don't wear your shoes. If there is another compartment that some people they wear multicolored garments, you know, red, blue, yellow, black, white. Some people are wearing black, some people are wearing white. When they are doing their enchantment, they usually hold, even TB Joshua among them, hold axe. I've never seen it in my Bible. They hold axe, they hold spear, they hold sword. Sometimes they will put the sword and the axe inside the hot fire. And when that axe become red, anybody who is TB Joshua's enemy, they will use the picture, they will use the axe and cut the picture into two. See, after I left synagogue, I met a lady on the streets around Baga. Her name is Abiola. When she saw me, she screamed. She ran across the road, and a car almost knocked her down because she was panicked. So I recognized her. I said, "Why are you running?" She said, "TB Joshua told them in disciple meetings that I was dead." I said, "It is me. The mercy of God kept me." He said, "What TB Joshua asked them to do to my pictures is either if I don't die, I will run mental." For me to be alive today, TB Joshua needs to give his life genuinely to God. So this water that TB Joshua is selling for you, I have the background story about the water, that particular water, because in TB Joshua's family, they worship a river goddess in Arigidi. They call this goddess Arigidi in Akoko, Ondo State. Yes. Okay. They call this river goddess Okota. So they always have a festival for that goddess every year. And even till now, every year they do it. TB Joshua participates. Because anytime they are doing it, he normally sends some people with money. You know, he cannot go openly.
The water at the synagogue church?
Not only water.
It's from Arigidi Akoko.
It's from Arigidi Akoko. Baba Zan usually brings some in the keg of water. They pour it inside the retainer. Inside that retainer, four swords are there. Four swords are there. These are the things you buy and you send to your people abroad.
This woman said all these things 4 years ago when TB Joshua was still alive. I'm not here to confirm whether what she said is true or false, but I'm here to state some facts so that when you listen to stories like this, you will not come out confidently and say that she is lying, they are lying. Now, listen, there are many men of God out there who are doing a great job, who are doing God's work by the power of the Lord. And there are also many pastors and prophets out there who are using juju to run their ministries, to create signs and wonders. A lot of you are being carried away by these signs and wonders, miracle, healing, deliverance, that some of these pastors and prophets perform. And you base on these things you see, that is signs and wonders, miracles, deliverance, to confirm that no, this is a real man of God. This is the Jesus Christ of our generation. But you quickly forget that in Matthew 7 verse 22 to 23, Jesus said, "On the last day, many will come to me and say, Lord, Lord, in your name we perform many miracles. In your name we healed the sick. In your name we did signs and wonders. And I will tell them, I do not know you. Go away from my sight, you evil doers. Which means that the Bible never said there would not be signs and wonders. The Bible is very clear that all these things will be happening. Signs and wonders, healing and deliverance, accurate prophecies. But a lot of these pastors and prophets are not using God's power. God is not the one giving them the power to do all these things. Satan has the powers to heal. Satan has the powers to deliver. Satan has the powers to perform signs and wonders. Satan has the powers to give accurate prophecies. But all these things are not for free. They come with a price. You must sacrifice. And that is what some of our pastors and prophets are doing today. They go to the devil, enter into a treaty with him, and then collect their powers, do the sacrifices, and then bring it to their church and start running their churches with it. So when you hear stories like this, don't just come out confidently and say it's a lie. Because even in the Bible, you find these things inside. They have made it clear to us that there will be false prophets. The problem is that a lot of Christians today, they don't have patience. They want to make it now with immediate effect. That's why when you start praying, you ask God for something. Papa God, bless me with this. 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, nothing is showing. 1 year, nothing is showing. You say, no, Papa God, it didn't say the one, it is slow. There is one pastor there, one miracle pastor. If I explain this thing to him, he's going to do it for me. How do we call that? Lack of patience. Do you know how many years Abraham waited to receive the promise of a child that God promised him? More than 30 years. Do you know for how long Satan tormented Job in the Bible before God finally restored him back? But today, just little trial that you are going through, which needs prayers and a little time for it to pass. You say, no, Mio. There is one pastor there now. He's the baddest. He's miracle now. If I go there, it's over. Because these pastors know what you want. They go to these places, take juju, bring it to their churches, and perform these miracles, these signs and wonders to show to you that no, they are real men of God. And you fall for it. That's why you hear things like miracle money from some of these prophets. You go to a church, they'll say, raise your phone up, I'm going to pray for money to appear in your bank account. For wait, you don't want waiting. Even the Bible says there is no food for a lazy man. You left your home, you went to church to worship. Now you are raising your phone for God to put money inside that. What have you worked? If you like, lock yourself in a room and pray there for 100 years for God to credit your account. 1 franc will not enter the account to tell you that there is nothing like miracle money. To conclude, I want you to know that Satan has the powers to heal. Satan has the powers to deliver. Satan has the powers to perform signs and wonders. So when you hear stories like this, don't just come out confidently and say it's a lie. Because even in the Bible, you find these things inside. They have made it clear to us that there will be false prophets.